Are you prepared for the upcoming winter? Welcome to Winter Prepping 101. How much do you really need? The chill of winter can be a daunting prospect, especially when survival is at stake. Every winter climate is different and every household unique. There's no one-size-fits-all answer to how much you should prepare, but fear not. Today we're here to guide you through the essentials. We'll explore everything from assessing your household's unique needs to calculating food and water requirements, heating and energy supplies, effective insulation and maintenance, emergency kits and tools, all the way to stockpiling strategies. We'll arm you with the knowledge to face the frosty months ahead with confidence, ensuring you're not just surviving but maintaining your quality of life even amidst the harshest winter conditions. So buckle up and stay tuned as we dive into the specifics of winter prepping. First, we need to assess the specific needs of your household. It sounds simple, but this is a crucial step that's often overlooked in the hustle and bustle of prepping. You see, every household is unique with its own set of needs and requirements. Start by considering the number of people you're preparing for. Each person comes with their own set of needs, from the food and water they consume to the body heat they generate. Remember, everyone counts, from the youngest to the oldest, and their needs may vary drastically. Next, consider any medical conditions that might require special attention. Does anyone in your household need prescription medication? What about specific dietary needs or allergies? These are all factors that can significantly impact your prepping strategy. Don't forget about your pets. They're members of the family too, and they have their own unique needs. Food, water, warmth, and even medical supplies are all important to consider for your furry friends. Think about the daily necessities that we often take for granted. Things like hygiene products, cleaning supplies, and even entertainment. Yes, you heard that right. A deck of cards or a good book can go a long way in lifting spirits and maintaining morale during a long, cold winter. Consider your communication needs as well. Do you have a reliable method of receiving news and updates? A battery-powered or crank radio can be a lifesaver when the power's out and you need to stay informed. Finally, think about your shelter. Is your home equipped to handle the harsh winter weather? Do you have a backup plan in case of a power outage, or if your primary heating source fails? As you can see, assessing your needs isn't just about counting heads and stockpiling food. It's about understanding the unique needs and circumstances of your household and planning accordingly. Remember, the goal isn't just to survive the winter, but to do so comfortably and safely. Understanding your needs is the first step towards effective winter prepping. With a clear picture of what you need, you're well on your way to making it through the winter unscathed. So take some time, sit down, and really think about what your household needs to not just survive, but enjoy this winter. Next, we calculate food and water requirements. Now, it's important to remember that these are just general guidelines. Everyone's body is different, and so are their caloric and hydration needs. But on average, an adult requires around 2,000 calories a day to function optimally. That's about a pound of food, so for a 3-month winter, you're looking at 90 pounds of food per person. Water is equally important. The rule of thumb is 1 gallon per person per day. This covers drinking, cooking, and minimal hygiene needs. Over a 90-day winter, that's 90 gallons per person. So a family of 4 would need to store about 360 gallons of water for the winter. It seems like a lot, and it is, but remember that water is a vital resource that we often take for granted. In a situation where supply chains are disrupted, having access to clean water can be the difference between life and death. Now, you might be wondering, how am I supposed to store all this food and water? Well, that's a valid concern. Space can be a limiting factor, especially for urban dwellers. But there are creative solutions like using stackable water containers and long-term food storage options like freeze-dried meals. It's also important to factor in the possibility of supply disruptions. In a severe winter storm, roads may be impassable and stores may run out of supplies. So it's prudent to have a little more than you think you'll need. Lastly, don't forget about your pets. They need food and water too. An average dog, for instance, needs about half a gallon of water and 2 cups of food per day. So for a 3-month winter, you'd need 45 gallons of water and about 40 pounds of food for Fido. With these calculations, you can ensure you have enough supplies to last the winter. It's not just about getting through the cold months, but ensuring that you and your loved ones remain healthy and strong during that time. Remember, preparation is the key to peace of mind. Heating and energy supplies are crucial for winter survival. When the temperatures drop and the snow starts to fall, staying warm is your #1 priority. There are various methods you can use to heat your home, and it's essential to have a backup plan in case your primary heat source fails. Wood stoves are an excellent choice for many. They are efficient, reliable, and with a good supply of wood, can keep you warm all winter long. But remember, it's not just about having a stove. It's about having the right kind of wood, properly seasoned and stored to prevent dampness and rot. Propane heaters are another great option. They provide a substantial amount of heat and are relatively easy to use. However, they require a good supply of propane, which needs to be stored safely. Always remember to keep propane in a well-ventilated area away from any potential sources of ignition. But what about when the power goes out? That's where batteries and alternative energy sources come into play. Maintaining a good supply of batteries is essential. They can power everything from flashlights to radios, keeping you connected and informed. Alternative energy sources like solar panels can be a game changer. Even a small unit can run small heaters and appliances, and then recharge the following day. It's an investment that can pay off in the long run, providing you with a reliable source of power when you need it most. And let's not forget about fuel storage. Whether it's wood for your stove or propane for your heater, safe and ample storage is key. Keep your fuels in a dry, safe place, and always have a bit more than you think you'll need. It's better to have too much than not enough when it comes to survival. Proper heating and energy supplies will keep you warm and your gadgets running throughout winter. It's about more than just comfort. It's about survival. And with the right preparations, you can face the coldest winter with confidence. Let's talk about insulation and maintenance. In the throes of winter, a well-insulated home can make the difference between a cozy refuge and a frigid nightmare. But where do you start? Firstly, let's look at the types of insulation available. Fiberglass is a common choice due to its affordability and effectiveness. It's easy to install in attics and within walls. Foam boards, on the other hand, offer a higher insulating value for less thickness and can be used in virtually any part of your home. Now, insulation is not a once-and-done deal. It's crucial to maintain it properly to ensure its effectiveness. Regularly check for signs of damage or wear. If you notice any dampness, mold, or pests, it's time to replace that insulation. But where should we focus our insulation efforts? It's not just about walls and the roof. Windows and doors are often overlooked, yet they can be responsible for a significant amount of heat loss. Consider insulating curtains or thermal window film. Even a simple draft stopper can make a big difference. Don't forget about your pipes either. Insulating them can prevent freezing and the potential disaster of a burst pipe. Now let's touch on maintenance. Regular upkeep of your heating systems is essential to ensure they're operating at peak efficiency. This means cleaning your chimneys, servicing your heaters, and checking your insulation for any issues. Also, keep in mind that your home's exterior needs attention too. Clear your gutters, repair any cracks in your walls, and make sure your roof is in good shape. These tasks will not only help keep the cold out but also prevent water damage from snow and ice. Remember, a well-insulated and maintained home will not only keep you warm but also save you on heating requirements. It's a win-win situation. So do your homework, take the necessary steps, and when winter comes knocking, you'll be ready to welcome it with open arms. Good insulation not only keeps you warm but also helps save on heating requirements. Every home should have an emergency kit ready. It's a central piece in any preparedness plan, and it's especially crucial in a winter survival scenario. So what should you include in your own emergency kit? Firstly, you'll want to pack the basics. That means a first aid kit, complete with bandages, antiseptic wipes, tweezers, medical tape, and pain relievers. Also, don't forget prescription medications if you or your family members need them. Next, consider the tools you might need. A good multi-tool can be a lifesaver with functions like a knife, a can opener, and even a screwdriver. You should also consider including a flashlight and spare batteries, a portable radio, and a whistle to signal for help. But let's not forget about the unique challenges winter presents. Hypothermia and frostbite can be deadly, so your kit should include hand warmers and thermal blankets. These compact, lightweight items can mean the difference between life and death in a freezing environment. Additionally, you'll want to include items that can help you stay dry and warm. That means packing waterproof matches or a lighter, a compact stove, and a mess kit for cooking. Don't forget about a good warm pair of gloves and a woolen hat. Now, another winter-specific item you'll want to consider is a snow shovel. Not a full-size one, of course, but a compact foldable one. This can help you dig out your vehicle, clear a path, or even build a snow shelter if necessary. Remember, your emergency kit should be tailored to your specific needs and circumstances. So take the time to think about what you and your family might need in a winter emergency. Consider the specific risks of your location and the unique needs of each family member, including pets. To wrap it up, an emergency kit is more than just a box of supplies. It's a lifeline in an emergency, a beacon of hope when things look bleak. An emergency kit can be a lifesaver during winter emergencies. So make sure you have yours ready and well stocked before the cold sets in. Now let's learn about effective stockpiling strategies. Stockpiling is more than just hoarding supplies. It's an art of balance, involving careful planning, regular rotation, and safe storage practices. So, how do you do it right? Firstly, consider rotation systems. Picture this. You've stocked up on canned goods, but they're gathering dust at the back of your cupboard. That's a waste, isn't it? To prevent this, use a first-in, first-out system. This means moving older items to the front and placing new items at the back. Regularly using and replacing your stocked items ensures nothing expires unnoticed. Speaking of expiry, let's talk about best before dates. These dates are the manufacturer's estimate of when the product will start to decline in quality, not safety. Many goods are still safe to eat past this date if they've been stored properly. However, do remember that the nutritional value might decrease over time. Again, regular rotation helps keep your stockpile at its best. Now, onto storing bulk items safely. Buying in bulk can be cost-effective, but it also poses challenges. For instance, you don't want to open a 5-pound bag of rice only for the rest to go stale before you get through it. So, split these large quantities into smaller airtight containers. This prevents spoilage and makes it easier to rotate your stock. Another key point is to keep your stockpile in a cool, dark, and dry place. Temperature fluctuations and moisture can degrade your supplies over time. And remember, not everything belongs in the pantry. Some items, like certain medications, may need to be refrigerated. Stockpiling is a proactive approach to preparedness. It's about having peace of mind, knowing that you're ready to face whatever winter throws your way. And the beauty of it is that once you've set up the system, it almost runs itself. With these strategies, you can stockpile effectively and prevent waste. Preparing for winter doesn't have to be a daunting task. We've dug deep into the essentials of winter prepping, from assessing your specific needs, calculating food and water requirements, to heating and energy supplies. We've also discussed the importance of good insulation, having an emergency kit, and effective stockpiling strategies. Remember, it's not just about surviving the cold months, it's about maintaining your quality of life, keeping your family safe, warm, and well-fed throughout this period. It's about being proactive, not reactive. It's about peace of mind, knowing you're prepared for whatever winter throws your way. So, let's keep the conversation going. What are your top tips for winter preparation? How do you ensure your family is ready for the cold season? We want to hear from you. Stay warm, stay safe, and happy prepping. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with others who might find it useful.